Welcome to podcast 17 in the series of Who Let the Master Out. We have just 2 more podcasts remaining in reviewing the chakra map of the journey of coming back from fear. So far, we saw red in the root chakra like a bull, seeing our fears, reacting, and charging straight at them. In the sacral chakra, we saw a beautiful orange sunset or sunrise, observing our emotions and feeling and moving through them. The solar plexus chakra showed us our power of choice, and that even on the cloudiest days, we can rise above the clouds and see the bright yellow sun. The heart chakra brought us healing green energy as we rediscovered unconditional love within ourselves. The last episode, we connected to our ability to communicate unconditional love to others through our throat chakra, singing the blues away. Today, we move into the third eye chakra. And I think this is the chakra that's been given the most attention because people have focused on the power that comes within this chakra. Seeing to the beyond, communication with the dead, knowing things. And it is in this chakra we reactivate our ability to connect to the other side, seeing and hearing from back home. And that's exciting. The color of this chakra is indigo. And I remember this because of the reference to what's called indigo children. And in the metaphysical belief system, there's a belief among some of the individuals that there are people whose purpose in this lifetime is to shake up the world, to pave the way for a more peaceful and harmonious future. Because of their mission, they're given a bit of extra tools to help them achieve this assignment. Now, I don't really believe that anyone is any more powerful than anyone else, because we're all made of the same unconditional love at our core. But I do believe that each of us decides what we want to accomplish while we're here, so some of us may have chosen to have less experiences of fear in order to help our brothers and sisters move to an agreed change in our experience here. So it's in this third eye chakra where indigo children get a little extra juice. Now, the third eye chakra is positioned in the center of the forehead, just right between or above the eyebrows. Its function is seeing and intuiting. And when the chakra is balanced, we achieve an inner state of I know. No, this isn't about being a know-it-all or filled with mental knowledge. It is a knowing beyond seeing fact or heard information. And it's not confirmed really with any of the senses in the physical plane. It comes from the whispers deep inside. Now, the voices inside our head sort themselves out over time. We have voices of fear that were recorded as we grew up in childhood and they're reinforced in adulthood. But we also have voices of unconditional love whispering to us. Now, all of these voices are telling us things constantly, and they all will have a false statement eventually, except for one. And that one is the voice of truth, the voice of unconditional love, the voice of spirit. Part of our third eye power comes from our power of choice. And with choosing to let go of attachment to conditional love and all those stories that we believe about how things should be or need to be or are supposed to be, when we look beyond those, we open our third eye to see and listen to truths from the other side. But until then, the voices of fear are so loud in our heads, we cannot really clearly hear the whispers of spirit. One of the abilities of the third eye chakra is seeing. And of course, this is more than seeing with our physical eyes. It is focusing our energy up into that place where daydreaming happens. So when I say the word Mary, what a picture just appeared to you? And where you saw that, like, picture of whoever this Mary is to you, that is the third eye movie screen. Another of the gifts we receive from the third eye chakra is intuiting. And this makes itself known in kind of our gut feeling, down in our gut. When we free it from the bonds of fear, it becomes a clear guide in our lives. But while we're still obsessed with fear, the loud voices make it hard to hear and understand the whispers that the gut tells us. Like being connected to the internet, we learn what sites to trust and what voices tell the truth. If it is of love, that is spirit. If it is of fear, this is of the ego. And as we unclog our pipeline of these things that are blocking our love energy, more energy flows, igniting our spiritual abilities here while we're on Earth. Clogs such as pain and hatred and sadness, any of the emotions that are opposite of unconditional love, those keep us dormant and unaware of the world of unconditional love that is existing all around us right now. Now, these clogs are not wrong because they allow us to experience life differently than the evolved, powerful spiritual beings that we are. It's why we came here. But when we are done with experiencing life as less than we are, we can do the work to clean out the clogs. And boom, we're flooded with more energy. If we are ready to move to new experiences here on Earth, we can take the time to focus on the color indigo and question the stories that are clogging our lives. Deep inquiry happens within the third eye chakra. When we can see beyond what we think we see, what we have been told to see, and can look upon something without judgment, we can take away the shades off our eyes and see life clearly. Freedom. Through the third eye chakra, we can connect to those who have passed to the other side. With practice and focus, we can open up to hearing them audibly, but more commonly, we'll hear them through intuition and even through dreams. And if there is someone who has passed that we want to communicate with, we need only open up our hearts and our third eye to hear them. Have faith that it's possible. And forgive yourself if you hold any guilt for their death. With all that noise, how could we hear their whispers over that? Balancing this chakra helps our psychic perceptions and balances the pineal gland. We can meditate on I see. Focus on the color indigo as we let our power of choice decide to let us float above what we think we know and choose to be open to the messages and knowledge from that place of unconditional love. Look beyond what we see, what we hear, what we smell, what we taste, what we touch, to the deeper things. Truly see. Listen to what the deep inner whispers are telling you. Try to stop jumping to conclusions on what we think we are seeing and question the stories that are playing in our head. See truth. I've recorded a meditation that I call the I See meditation that is designed to help balance this third eye chakra. It's available for free on my bradazen.com website and also on my YouTube channel. And as always, I will provide links below in the description as well. All right. Well, next episode, we're going to look at the final chakra, which is the purple crown chakra. But until then, break the cycle. Be free. Be big. Because we're giants in a world of giants who have been taught that we're weak and that we're small. But it's time to rise. It's time to let your master out.